Hi my fellow intentional parents, I hope you're well. In the previous video, I shared with you the signs of a rebellious child, and in this video, I want to share with you the causes of rebellion in children. Number one, overly strict parents. If you're that parent who is practicing authoritarian parenting, whereby your child exists to be seen and not to be heard, he or she may become rebellious to cope with your harsh parenting style. Number two, peer influence, especially with preteen and teenage children. They worry so much what their peers think about them. And if your child is in the company of friends who have bad behavior or rebellious behavior, he or she may pick the same and start practicing. And that is why it's very important you train your child to pick friends who they share the same values. Number three, desire to be independent. This is very common to teenagers who they like challenging boundaries, challenging rules, because they want to show that they are independent, they can make choices, they can be able to drive themselves without being controlled. And as a parent, you may find now you are disagreeing so much with your teenage child because he or she is trying to be independent, and you as a parent, you are trying to take control. Number four, lack of connection. Children connect so well with rules that are made by somebody who has been there in their lives. So if you are that parent who has been very absent in your child's life, and all of a sudden you appear, you want to be very tough, you want to be very strict, you want to control your child, he or she may become rebellious because you are like a stranger in his or her life. And maybe there's another lifestyle where that your child was used to living before you existed in his or her life to take control. Number five, when your child feels unheard. As a parent, I always say it is very important you engage your child in making decisions, making rules, and also coming up with a routine, because even you as an adult, you connect so well with the rules that you are involved in making because they are making sense to you. It becomes very easy to obey them and to follow them and to own them. Number six, your child may use rebellion as a coping mechanism. Maybe he or she is growing in an abusive environment. So the only thing that is remaining if your child to become rebellious and to become tough-headed so that he or she can be able to withstand the forces or the abuse that is coming from the surrounding. Number seven, when you as a parent, the only way you know to control your child is yelling and beating in every mistake he or she does. If you are, I always say as a parent, try to make dialogue, conversations, and make your child to understand the consequences of the choices or the mistakes that a child makes. You see now when you make your child to understand that you did this and this is the consequence, and if you don't work on this behavior, this is what is going to become. So avoid yelling when communicating or beating your child for every mistake, because when the child gets used to this, you are going to have a very difficult time because your child is going to develop a thick skin to cope with this environment that may be very tough for him or her. And number eight, if your child is growing in an abusive environment, what do I mean? If your child is witnessing maybe domestic violence now and then, your child may become rebellious, because I said one sign of a rebellious child is using aggression to solve conflicts. So if that is the same thing your child has been witnessing, we say monkey see and monkey do. That is what your child is going to pick and start practicing with his or her peer, her classmate, her siblings. And as a parent, because you are the one who has taught the same behavior to your child, may be very difficult to take authority and control your child, because of course you know you don't have the clean hands for you to talk about that. I say it is very important as parents also we set good examples to our children so that at least they can learn from us. We say values are caught, they are not taught. I ask you to continue staying tuned here for more parenting tips, because in the next video I'll be sharing with you how to raise a rebellious child, or what you can do as a parent at least to correct this behavior before it becomes a character. Thank you and stay blessed.